All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Northampton Township Board of Supervisors meeting for Wednesday, May 25th, 2022. I'm going to call the meeting to order. I'm going to start with a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence. And please remember during the moment of silence tonight the tragedy that unfolded in Texas this year and keep those families in our thoughts. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. So we were going to start the meeting tonight with a special presentation from Michael Doherty from Wheelabrator Incorporated. Michael couldn't make it at the last minute, but we just did want to announce that Wheelabrator Incorporated has made a donation of $10,000 to our library, and we'll have more information about that, and he may choose to come to a meeting in the future, but we did want to recognize him and Wheelabrator and thank them for the generous donation to the library. Our library is a great library. It's a great place to go. It's used quite often, and every little bit helps. So thank you, Wheelabrator and Mr. Doherty. Is there anybody signed up for public comment? Okay, very good. We'll move on to consent items, and we'll start with approval of the minutes. Paula?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, if there are no objections, I request that the minutes of April 27th be approved by unanimous consent.
Thank you, Paula. Accounts payable, Kim?
Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry. I have the bills list for May 11th, 2022. Total all funds, $873,980.22. And I have the bills list, thanks, sorry. The bills list for May 25th, 2022. Total all funds, $719,794.54.
Thank you, Kim. And we have one other item on the consent items today. It's a planning module resolution for Green Tree Contracting. Barry?
Yeah, thanks, Adam. So we just have it's more of a housekeeping item for the two houses being built on Advent Church. So we want to get the resolution and have that passed with the DEP.
Thank you. At this time, I'll accept a motion to accept the consent items A through D as read.
So moved.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Thank you. Any discussion?
I agree with everything, but abstain from the Gasper bill.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Any other discussion? No. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. On to new business and preliminary and final plan of land development for Dunkin' Donuts and 2nd Street Pike. Barry?
Sure, thank you. If I could have the applicant come up and introduce themselves. Sure.
Thank you very much, board members. Good evening.
You're welcome to sit at the table
Yeah,
if it was
sure,
a
if
little
you're welcome
easier.
to
Yeah,
sit
feel
at the
free,
table.
please.
Yeah.
Love to. Thank you.
No trouble at all.
So maybe just your name and your what firm you're with would be appropriate.
My name is Kelly McGowan. I'm representing the applicant this evening. With me here is Joe Young. Joe is a representative of the Dunkin', of the operator, also the developer of the property. And with him is also Joe Young. And we have for you, it's actually a relocation of the Dunkin' currently in the township. The Youngs have been operating the existing location since 2011, and then are looking forward to moving over to the 2nd Street Pike location.
Good. Bill, if I could ask you to put the survey up on the camera. So for the board's benefit and for residents' benefit, this is a property on 2nd Street Pike, and it's the three houses that's between the McDonald's and the True Mark. And the proposal before us tonight is to consolidate those 3 parcels together into a single, almost an acre lot. And they're proposing a construct a building at just under 4,500 square feet. The applicant's proposing having, as mentioned, have one side be a Dunkin' Donuts with a drive-in, and the other side, I guess, be to be determined for some type of destination operation.
That's correct. It'll be retail operation. There was, at the time of the zoning relief, some restrictions put on what user could go in there for parking purposes, but it's retail or office.
Good, okay. So, and then I'd like to also mention that the applicant has gone before the zoning hearing board and also before the planning commission and have obtained approval from both areas, from both groups. And then, Adam, if I could do is maybe give a motion to be considered.
Please.
Okay, so I move for preliminary final approval of the Dunkin' Donuts land development, SLD 222, located 960 2nd Street Pike, subject to compliance with the Township Engineers Review Letter dated May 2nd, 2022, the Township Planning Review Letter dated May 2nd, 2022, and the Township Traffic Engineers Review Letter dated May 3rd, 2022. It is also recommended that the requested waivers be granted. In addition, approval is subject to the following conditions. So what I'd like to do is just read those conditions and make sure the applicant is in agreement with that. So the applicant shall enter into a land development agreement and escrow agreement in a form acceptable to the township solicitor and engineer. This shall include a stormwater management, maintenance, and operations agreement. The second item is a park and recreation impact fee in the amount of $7,539 is required. The fee should be payable per the terms of the land development agreement. The fee is based upon the square footage of the building. The township shall also have final review and approval of the building architecture renderings to ensure compliance with village overlay district requirements. And then for the board's benefit, I have Bill's put up the elevations of the structure. And of course, I would be going before the township planner and the engineer to finalize the details on that. Signage is not part of this approval, so a separate permit submission would be required for that. And the applicant shall also install 2 village overlay streetlights as outlined in the township engineer's review letter. New sidewalks will be done as part of the process here in front of the structures, and then to be streetlights installed there by the applicant. And the applicant shall cooperate with the township if there's a future connection to the Asfield Commons Connection Road. The township solicitor shall incorporate specific language in the development agreement. And then the last item is that the applicant is responsible for pertaining any outside approvals that may be necessary, including but not limited to DEP, the Conservation District, PennDOT, and the Municipal Authority. Further approval is granted for the submission of any documents that may be required as part of the sewage facilities planning process. So I just want to question the applicant, are you agreeable to those terms and conditions?
Yes.
So that's my
I have a
motion.
motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Anything further? Discussion?
The only thing I would like to add is that, to be honest, I'm very pleased that the applicants before us tonight. I think the structures there today have passed their useful experience, and having a new structure there, I think is going to be very good. The fact that it's going to make road improvements there, and it's going to have a nice sidewalk with street lighting, will be very good. The Dunkin' Donuts has been a very welcomed member of our community for many, many years. I stopped there numerous times myself, and we're very happy that you're expanding, and I understand that you have a drive-in now, so that'll be very good too. So I'm very pleased with everything that's happening. So thank you.
Okay. Kim, anything further?
I agree with Mr. Moore. Sorry.
That's all my husband drinks is Dunkin' Donut coffee, so.
Is that your official comment, Paul? Bob?
The conditions sound mutually beneficial. I wish the applicant luck. I have nothing further.
Same here. Glad you're staying in town. Glad you're here. Best of luck to you. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Thanks again.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, consider bids for traffic signal improvements at 2nd Street, Pike, and New Road. Bob?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Bids were opened on May 17th of this year for traffic signal improvements at the intersection of 2nd Street, Pike, and New Road. There were 3 bids received, and the township has a 20% matching requirement, which will be approximately $20,000. If I may make a motion?
Please.
I move to award a bid to Armour & Sons Electric Incorporated in the amount of $102,585 for various traffic signal improvements at 2nd Street Pike and New Road, and to authorize the township manager to execute all documents required to implement the signal improvement project.
I'll second that.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Bob, anything further?
No, I think this one speaks for itself.
Thanks, Bob. Paula?
That's good. I'm happy about that.
Kim?
I'm always happy with light improvements.
Barry?
No, I think it's very,
Same here. Glad to see the improvement. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. All right. On to liaison reports. Dr. Rose.
Yes, at the Senior Center, on Friday, June 3rd, the seniors throughout Bucks County will be at the center participating in bocce competitions throughout the day for our senior games. The following Wednesday, June 8th, the senior games billiard competitions will take place, and the challenges are guaranteed to be fun and memorable for all involved. The center's most popular league begins June 6th. This year's bocce league has over 90 participants on 18 teams all ready to compete for the season's bragging rights. This is very important, especially for our seniors. On Friday, June 10th, from 9:30 to 10:30, our township's police department will be holding a workshop at the Senior Center. Their focus will be on our seniors and ways they can prevent themselves from being a victim of fraud and scams. Please RSVP by calling the center if you're a senior and interested in learning more about this crucial topic. Now for Parks and Rec. First, let me mention that we had a great participation in the community yard sale. I bet everybody found some really good treasures. Before I provide you with the list of Parks and Rec events, I want to provide an update on the Miracle League Playground project. We're at a point now that the surface is scheduled to be poured the second or third week in June. We will need a near-perfect weather forecast to pour, and then a few days for the material to set properly. We can't schedule the grand opening just yet, but once we're given the go-ahead, I'm sure Mrs. Opalka will let us know. And now I'm going to go right down the calendar. Monday, May 30th is Memorial Day, not only a day to honor those who have served our country, but it's also a day to consider the first day of the summer season. And for Parks and Rec, it's the first day for the swim club to open. Hours are 1 to 5. This is one day that we're open to the public for a $5 fee. If you're a military or first responder, there is no charge. Monday's forecast is beautiful, so take advantage and visit the swim club at the Northampton Country Club. You'll need to sign up tomorrow if you don't want to miss out on swim club registrations. The Popular Sights and Sound of Summer concert series will kick off this first Thursday evening, June 2nd at 6:30, showcasing the talent of Council Rock jazz bands from Holland and Newtown Middle School, North and South High Schools. Bring your families, bring a chair, and come to the Municipal Park Amphitheater for all the concerts. Backed by popular demand, Parks and Rec will host miniature golf evenings on Friday, June 3rd, and again on June 10th from 4 to 6 at the Municipal Park. Bring your family and friends. Enjoy 18 holes of relaxing fun, only $5 per person. For 25 years, we have had the fishing derby. Bring your kids to Tyler State Park on Saturday, June 4th for the annual derby, which features a fishing and casting contest, prizes, raffles, derby kit, and tips from the local Langhorne Rod and Gun Club members. Children 15 and younger do not need a license. Register on the Park and Rec website. And just want to let you know also that Park and Rec is still accepting applications for lifeguards, and there are just 2 more. We need 2 more camp counselors who will work with junior high age campers, but We would love if you would apply. It's a great summer job, especially for our kids coming home from college. And one more thing, I hate to bring this one up, but I've been asked to mention that if you walk your dog in the park or around your neighborhood, you must pick up after it. We've gotten too many complaints this year about owners not picking up their dog's waste. The parks crew can't make it easier for you. Bags are supplied throughout the parks, and trash cans are there as well. Not only is it unsanitary to leave the poop, it's against the law. And there is an ordinance, and it is enforceable with a $1,000 fine. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Kim. Paula?
Hi, okay. It's Memorial Day is coming up. It's, like Kim said, it is Monday the 30th, and the Veterans Advisory Commission has a ceremony going on at 9 a.m. at the Veterans Park, which is the Dombrowski Park, where the waterfall is in the middle of Richboro. We will honor all the soldiers that are missing in action and killed in action, especially, all of them. We go back as far as the Revolutionary War also. Okay, and also talking about the Veterans Advisory, the flag display that used to be in our supervisors' meeting room here is going to be moved to the library. I think Bill has it on the screen. We'll have it on the screen. It is a veterans display honoring the soldiers that fought in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the Iran area. And we're very proud of our military that sacrificed for our United States. So we're going to honor our soldiers by putting up a display in the library. It's right when you walk in, as shown in that picture there. And it'll preserve the history. Not only it'll be right there, everyone will see and honor them, but we will have this history. Flag Day, back to another ceremony, is on June 14, and we're going to have a ceremony at 6 p.m. at the Rec Center. It's going to the same place. We're going to celebrate the 300th anniversary of our township, which is year-long 300th anniversary celebration continues as snow plows have been delivered to local schools for the paint and the plow contest. Each school in Northampton will display a plow where students will paint scenes and original artwork depicting their interpretation of the township's history. In the coming months, look for these displays at the schools. In September, the plows will be moved to the Northampton Day Festival to be showcased for all to see, and we can vote on our favorites. Okay, the presentation of women soldiers and spies of the Civil War was held at James Kinney, the Senior Center, on May 12th, and was very well received. They were in period costume, and Trish Chambers' productions told of women's untraditional roles, choices, and successes in their participation in the Civil War and beyond. I was going to attend this on the 22nd of May. There was supposed to be a bike rodeo and bike safety day by the wheelmen. They ride wheel abraders and they're antique bikes, and they will be displayed. Since we had to cancel because of the weather, the bikes will be on display at Northampton Days. So let's see, the popular Sights and Sounds of Summer concert series will be underway starting in June. Be sure to enjoy the free concerts, as Kim mentioned, on Thursdays throughout the summer months. Each concert will have a thread of 300 that will educate, entertain, or add a touch of what life in Northampton of old was all about. Okay, be sure to walk the municipal park paths in the coming months to view educational panels that will tell the story of the township and see different homes, the sites, and the people as you walk down memory lane. Okay, Flag Day is They're going to have a service, Parks and Recreation also is going to be there. This site was developed in Richboro. It's a site of the Nike missile base, and during the cold years of 1953 through 1970, we kept the Nike missile base in our township. We were chosen to help defend our country if need be. Come out and learn the history of what was once a government missile site, now turned as a place of recreation for all. Okay. Whether you're interested in trivia, fun facts, stories from the past, historic homes, or the founding of Northampton, the 300 website is ready to educate and keep you up to date. Stop back often, and there's much in store in the coming months. You won't want to miss out. So Northampton Township, all one word.com, and we are on Facebook and Instagram if you want to check out any 300 activities in the township. And that's all I have. Thank you. Oh, I want to say one more thing. We did get the local distilleries. We are going to have a brew fest, and hopefully they're going to be able to put the 300 logo on the bottles for the festivities that we're going to have.
Sounds exciting. Thanks, Paula. Bob?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the Historical Commission 2 Sundays ago, we had the dedication of the Archives Reading Room. That was in honor of Betty Cornell Luff and Virginia Briggs Geyer. Supervisor Rose and I attended. It was a lovely ceremony. We saw and met a lot of family members of the women who were honored. There was a lovely plaque put outside of the room, so I would encourage anyone who's in the library to make their way over toward the back and see the new dedicated Archives Reading Room. For the municipal authority, I do have a few things to go through. The first is the 2022 sanitary sewer rehabilitation project. It is now underway with initial work starting in the Upper Southampton sanitary sewer basin in early June. A postcard to all impacted property owners was mailed last week. To enhance communications, the authority implemented a web microsite to keep residents informed of when work will be in their specific areas. The web link and QR code image was included on a postcard that was mailed. This is the first time a microsite or QR code has been used to enhance communication with our customers for project communications. The authority website release, as I mentioned last month, the new authority website is going to go live June 3rd of this year. It's been designed for ease of use by ratepayers. Simultaneously with the website release, the authority has amended its image to a more modern look. The new logo has been developed to complement the authority's missions and values. The authority Water Smart portal release will begin over the next several weeks. It will be launched as Water Smart software portal to enrich real-time communications with ratepayers. Customers will be able to sign up to the portal and receive valuable information regarding their water usage, trends, and alerts. This is a web-based interactive tool. It will be provided at no cost to authority ratepayers. Interactive and informational videos will be posted on the authority website at the time of the launch. This will permit residents to track daily water use, see how your water use compares to similar water customers under the authority, receive notifications when daily consumption exceeds the prior day's consumption by the volume threshold that you can set, get bill forecast notifications, and receive leak alert notifications. One final thing that frankly was news to me, and I'm glad I heard it, and I think it's important for township residents to pay attention to this one. If you have downspouts or sump pumps that are connected to the sanitary sewer system, you are contributing to increased wastewater flow. The authority system is not designed to handle this amount of flow. The reason this is most important to you is that pursuant to a township ordinance, a violation of this can subject you to a fine of up to $1,000 per day. So if there are any questions about whether or not your sub pumps or downspouts are improperly connected, contact the municipal authority and they can instruct you further. That's all I have.
Thank you, Bob. Barry?
Yeah, thanks, Adam. So 2 areas I just want to speak about. One is at the, on June 20th, there's going to be a zoning hearing board for the Wawa that's being proposed in Holland, at 287 Holland Road. The Bucks County Court of Common Pleas has referred it back to the zoning hearing board, and so it'll be meeting on June 20th, Monday, at 6 p.m. for that. The website for the township will have all the information relevant to that meeting, and also notices will be given out to everyone within 500 feet of the property. So I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. In other planning news around town, there's a project I mentioned last month about a 3-lot subdivision at Bristol and Churchill Lane. There's also a new 4-lot subdivision being proposed on Polinsky Road. And there's also a by-right plan. The Bucks County Roads has come back to the township and they're proposing 13 single-family lots. We saw a proposal from there before where they wanted to put townhouses there, and that's been denied. And now they're coming back with a by-right plan for 13 single-family homes. So all those proposals I spoke about will be going through the zoning hearing board and also through the planning commission. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Barry. Just a couple things from me. First, Gary Crossland, our Public Works Director, has been with us for around 11 years, is retiring on June 1st. We just want to thank Gary for all his service. Wish him the best of luck in his retirement. And for those of you that always compliment Northampton's roads in the winter, when they're nice and clean and clear, Gary had a big part in that. And I can assure you that Gary's replacement will hear about these good comments and have to live up to those expectations as well. But best of luck, Gary. One other comment I have for those of you that may have known Bob Findley. Bob Findley was a longtime resident of Richboro. He was part owner of the Richboro Swim Club at one point, and he did a lot of things with the township over many years, and he had passed away recently. So just want to give a little shout out to his family, wish them best regards, and we're thinking of them in their time of grief. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Over to the manager's report. Bob?
I have nothing to report this evening.
Thank you, Bob. Assistant manager's report. Bill?
No report tonight, thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Solicitor's report. Joe?
No report. I do want the record to reflect, however, that the Board of Supervisors has met in executive session 2 times since our last regular meeting. The first time was on May 18th for approximately 1 hour. The executive session was participated in by the 5 supervisors and by the township manager, township assistant manager, and me by way of Zoom. A matter of pending litigation and a matter of potential litigation were discussed. No official action was taken at that time. No official action is required this evening as a result of that executive session. Second executive session took place this evening, immediately before tonight's supervisors meeting. Again, present for the executive session were the 5 members of the Board of Supervisors, the manager, the assistant manager, the township engineer, and me. The same matters of litigation and potential litigation were discussed. Again, no official action is required this evening, nor was any official action taken during that executive session. That's all I have. I wish everyone in the community a happy Memorial Day.
Thank you, Joe. Engineer's report. Amanda?
No report, but happy Memorial Day to everyone.
Thank you, Amanda. Is there anyone signed up for public comment? Lisa? Okay, just as a wrap-up, I hope everyone enjoys the long holiday weekend in whatever you do, and just keep in mind what the weekend is really all about. With no other business, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.